Hi there, Mark from CEM Engineering and Energy Radio, and this is your Energy News Update. In this week's headlines, climate change, COVID, and energy prices top G20 agenda as world leaders convene. Energy provider says Alberta natural gas rates set to soar next month. Where does hydrogen fit into Alberta's energy future? India and Italy to collaborate on green hydrogen gas sector. We're going to head over to my colleague Lisa Katz for this week's top stories.
Thank you, Mark, and welcome to this week's edition of Energy News. The University of Toronto has become the latest institution to commit to the divestment movement, indicating that it will sell off all fossil fuel investments in its $4 billion endowment fund by the end of 2030 to help fight climate change. The commitment includes divesting from all direct investments in fossil fuel companies within the next year, divesting from indirect exposure to fossil fuels through things like pooled investments by 2030, and reaching a net zero portfolio by 2050. Harvard University also committed in September to divesting fossil fuels from its $42 billion US portfolio, while a smattering of Canadian universities, including UBC, University of Guelph, and Concordia University, have all made similar commitments. In other news, if you live in Toronto, you might just need to rely on that rake hiding in your shed to pick up those leaves. That's because leaders on City Council are trying to limit leaf blower use in Toronto. Last year, Councillor Shelley Carroll from Ward 17 introduced a motion requesting the city produce a report on the environmental impacts of two-stroke engine gardening equipment, including the feasibility of a year-round ban from May to September. The motion passed with an amendment requesting that City Council also report on the noise impact of engine-powered garden equipment in general. In a statement shared with the Toronto Star, the city's Environmental and Energy Division said environmental impacts of two-stroke engine equipment will be included as part of the net zero strategy that is being presented to the City Council later this year. My name is Lisa Katz, and you have been listening to Energy News, your source for the latest news updates and the place to stay educated, informed, and inspired. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and back to you, Mark.
Thanks, Lisa. For more information on these stories, check out our LinkedIn profile. They'll all be posted there. Thanks for joining us on Energy News. And as always, power your purpose.